so that we can record this for anyone who is possibly interested in what we discussed today. So a couple things. This will probably be a very short meeting depending on any questions that you guys have. And again, if you can get into the Moodle course, the CRCBI that I'm looking at right now, and then go into the teacher discussion forum. It's not the news forum, but the one below that. And then click on March 27th Collegial meeting. Then you'll see this. So a couple things. If you have any new A+ users at your school and they need to be trained, there is I know it's short notice, but we just had this confirmed a couple days ago. So April 2nd, which is next week, I believe on Tuesday, and it's from 8 to 12 at McQueen High School. They do have 28 seats available, and if you RSVP, if you click on that link, it'll bring you to this Google form where you can say yes, you're going to attend. So if you know of any new A+ teachers at your school, if you could forward that information to them, that'd be great. Also summer school teacher trainings. So we're going to schedule 2 different days. You wouldn't have to attend all day. I believe it would just be like a half-day session, but only for new people. I believe Sandy Foster with Supplemental Credit is organizing this. So if you are applying to teach summer school, I believe that they're all using A+ at the high school level for summer school classes. So I would check with Sandy to see if there's anything different, like if you're already an A+ teacher and you don't need training, then I'm imagining that you won't need to attend, but there might be something specific with the summer school procedures that you might need to know about. So I would contact Sandy Foster, and let me go ahead and edit this so it reflects that. Okay, so I'm going to unmute you. Any comments or questions on the trainings? Everybody's unmuted. Anybody have any comments or questions?
Nope.
Okay.
Nope.
So Moodle is slow to respond here, so I'm just going to move ahead. So I'm going to mute you again. Okay, so one of the things that has come up just in the last, I'd say, month is students who are working on A+ classes and they end up moving to a different school that is essentially outside of Washoe County. Now, the biggest one is the ICDA high school, the charter high school that it's considered to be outside of the district based on just the A+, how our A+ system is set up. So if you have students that are transferring to ICDA, then there's a way for you to export the assignments for that student into a zipped file that I can then send to ICDA or any other school. So if they move, actually what's really cool about that is if they move out of Washoe County into another county and they have A+ there and they want to use it, we can also do that. So the receiving school can import the courses and the student can continue working on whatever they were working on. So that's really nice for the student. So the procedures are as follows. So the receiving school will request the files from me, and then I will find out what the originating school is, and I will request the exported files from you. So the directions for how to do that are here. It's very easy, actually. I'm going to go ahead and open that and show it to you if Moodle will cooperate. Actually, I'll just get it out of Dropbox while we're waiting for that. Okay, so it's basically for you folks, it's just a couple steps that you have to follow. So you open up the assignment manager window, so that's the clipboard. And then, and I believe, I don't know if a regular user or teacher would have that option, um, but the super user should have this option. And then you unlock the key, so you just open up the little keys next to it. These, she calls these keys right here. And then select export assignments. You right click and then you ask where it should be, and just putting on the desktop is the easiest way to do it. And then you click export assignments, and then it'll look like this. And a lot of times when it has the CU in front of it, and then it'll have like the student ID number, and then it'll say whatever class they were in. So if they're at Wooster, Mr. Shivers class or whatever, it already populates that for you as a zipped file. And so then that would be the file that you would email to me, and that's it. So any questions about that? I'll unmute everybody. Okay, thoughts on that one?
Yeah, looks good.
Yep.
Okay. And you guys, can you tell me, I don't know if you have A+ open right now, but can you tell me if you have that access to the assignment manager?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
I do. Yeah.
Okay, good.
Assignment. Where was it again?
It's the clipboard icon.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So just, you probably won't do this very often, if at all. But if the situation arises, then you know what to do. And of course, you can always come back to Moodle and get this file to help you figure out how to do it. Or you can call me or email me, no big deal. But really, I've actually done it probably maybe 6 or 7 times in the last 2 or 3 months.
Wow.
But yeah, it's really not a big deal. But what I like about it is it allows the kids to continue where they left off and not have to start all over just because they're moving to another school or another district or something. So
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it makes it really nice. So any questions or comments?
No.
Okay, so let's see what's going on with Moodle, why it's not loading here. So Andrew, I think you said you had some questions. So while we're waiting for Moodle to refresh here, I'm going to mute everybody else. And you are unmuted, Andrew. So if you want to just ask questions, go for it.
All right. Sure. We had a student finish geometry last Friday in A+, and actually it was the second time taking the final exam, and she got a 68%. I reviewed the test and found 2 problems that were correct. Her answers were correct. And we don't know if it was inputting wrong or if the problem was wrong.
Oh.
So I thought it was going to be a bigger deal, but I got with Erin Danielson, our lead counselor, who kind of does the A+ here, as you know,
Right. Mm-hmm.
and she called A+, and they said, yeah, students have trouble knowing how to enter the answer the way it will accept it.
Right.
We're working on that. It was the kind of the comment I heard back from Erin. So, but any time this happens, let them know. But they'd confirmed with her that she had the correct answer. We printed out the test, so we've got the test for backup, and we've passed her.
Okay, good. Yeah.
So yeah, it's great, and I believe it's what should happen. But I was just curious if anybody else has experienced issues where, it came down to one question, and this kind of thing happened. Because they have to enter 2 answers. Do you put a comma? Do you put the word and? What do you do?
Do you skip a line?
So,
do you?
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So there's that. I think that really is my question in a nutshell for that. But really, the whole geometry that she was doing, I'm teaching trigonometry this year.
Mhm.
My trigonometry students would have trouble with those problems. I don't know how well that program is aligned with our geometry,
Right.
I'm a new teacher, so I'm not saying it's wrong. I've taught geometry. I know geometry teachers.
Right.
They're not teaching their kids this stuff. Um, why is it that the A plus student has to do more? I guess
So
it seems.
that's funny because a lot of times we hear comments about oh, A plus is so much easier. It's so much easier than Plato, and it's
Huh.
and so now hearing that from you, I'm sure there's more than one instance where that's the case.
Right.
That it's actually more rigorous. So that would definitely be a question for Mike Doring to answer, or Kendra Fox in curriculum,
Okay. Right.
because they would have to, look at the curriculum, and they would
Right.
have to see what content should be covered in each course. And if that's the case, if it's too rigorous, then I mean, it could involve actually contacting this Department of Ed, because
Right.
under the distance learning, because they approve courses um, as is. Like, so they don't like you taking any content out of it.
Ah.
So would be quite a process, I imagine.
Hmm.
But I think it's good to bring that up. So I would
Okay.
definitely. I don't know if you were able to post that in a reply on Moodle, because for some.
I haven't yet. I was just about to. I
Okay,
was making
yeah,
sure that's how you wanted me to do it.
yeah. Please do, because oh, good, it just refreshed. Um, please do, because this is our basically our archive of
Okay.
concerns and questions. And I Mike Doring is in this course, Bryn Lapenta's in this course, Kendra, I believe, is enrolled in this course, um, and all the A plus trainers and support
Okay.
people. So that's definitely a good thing to bring up in our forum, so that all the stakeholders can contribute uh, information about it.
Okay. Should I just do that, or
No,
should I
I would go ahead.
contact Kendra?
Okay, so here's what you should do. So go ahead
Okay.
and post it as a reply here,
Perfect.
and then just copy and paste it into an email
Okay.
to Mike Doring and Kendra Fox,
Great.
and probably CC your principal and
Good.
me too.
Sure.
So yeah, just give the specifics of, it was this class, and it was this kind of, content that it was asking about,
Right.
and also, that you talk to um, A plus, and they told you, or Erin, told you what she knew about that type of situation. So
Okay. Sure. And then I'll be sure to talk again with my geometry teachers and look at um, our pacing guide, but our
mhm.
what we're supposed to cover, and I'll make sure that I'm not stepping out of bounds, which I don't think I am, but I'll check one more time before I maybe send the email. But I know there's a question.
Yeah, I don't think it's stepping out of bounds. I just think,
Okay.
it is valid. I mean,
Yeah.
if you have,
They're just doing a lot of this unit circle trigonometry, which
uh-huh.
I know they do sine, cosine, and tangent on special triangles, and that's all I'm aware of.
Okay.
Talking to the other geometry teachers, but again, I haven't had it right next to me, so yeah, it was just very difficult trig. So
Mhm.
um, I'll mention it here in the reply right here in the forum, um, and then when I send an email to Kendra
Mhm.
and Michael, I'll expand um,
Okay, sounds good.
on. Okay, does that sound good?
Yep.
All right.
Okay, so I'm going to unmute everybody. Marilyn or Sean, do you have any questions or comments?
I have a question. Is there an update on the computer lit class?
No, good question.
Okay.
No, I have not heard about that one. The last I heard was the application was being submitted. Um, you know, when things get sent to the Department of Ed, you don't know how long it could end up taking because it's got to
Gotcha.
go through so many channels of people.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
yeah, so I don't know, but I can definitely, if you would reply also and put that question, Marilyn,
Okay.
and
Yes,
that
I'll do
way,
that.
yeah, that way I can, remember the things that I was going to research.
Okay.
So Sean said he's fine. Probably have some at our April 5th meeting. Okay, so yeah, I'll be there on the 5th for at least the morning. I have another obligation in the afternoon, so it'd be great to see everybody in person. Okay, anything else for the good of the order here?
Yeah.
Going
No,
once,
I'm good.
going twice.
All right.
All right, guys, thank you so much for
All right.
showing up and participating. And again, any questions that come up later on this week or in between meetings, you can, of course, post them here as well. So don't forget about this resource because I really am working hard to get everybody to use it. And rather than emailing 20 people back and forth, it's in one place. So,
Yeah.
all right, have a good rest of the
Very
day.
good.
All right.
All
Thanks,
right.
Sarah.
Thank
Talk to you
you.
later. See you on the 5th. Okay.
Bye-bye.
All right. Bye.
Okay. Bye-bye.